Hi friends, Teacher Rachel here today, and this week we are working on the letter W. W kind of looks like what you would say with a 3. 3 in sign language is like this. So this is a W, and so because it's spring and most of you like bug hunting, we are going to be doing some worm making activities. So worm is W, O, R, and M, worm. So you got this bag. In your materials bag, it's got some pom-poms, strings, popsicle stick, beads, and some googly eyes. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did a craft a while back for the Lunar New Year of an ox. We did like an ox marionette. And so this week we are gonna do a worm marionette. So you have some really thin string in your bag, which will make your worm look really cool. Because I'm filming this, I'm gonna go ahead and use slightly thicker string just so that you guys can kind of see what's going on a little bit better. So, so I'm cutting my string up a little bit. I want 3 pieces of string for my worm. So you're gonna need string, popsicle stick, beads, and possibly the pom-poms if you want them, and the googly eyes as well. So first thing I'm gonna do is make the body of my worm. This might be a little bit long, but I'm gonna try and see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a bead on here, and by sticking the string through once and then looping it over and sticking it through a second time. So that way it doesn't fall off. There. So here's one. Ta-da, and ooh. There it is. It will come off if you pull it, but I can just tie a knot. There we go. There's one little bead. So now I'm gonna string on my other beads. And if you want so that they kind of stay apart from each other, you can just loop them through like I did that one, or you can just string all your beads on there however you would like. I'm gonna do it this way where I'm gonna loop it through just because I think it's going to look fun this way. So there. Okie dokie. Do you guys like worms? A lot of the kids here like to hunt worms. It's really fun to find them. They like dark, wet areas, but not too wet. You see they come out of the dirt and stuff when it rains. A lot of times in like wet leaves or other vegetation that's falling apart. Because that's what they eat, and they turn that into the dirt. And that's why it's good to have them in with gardens and stuff, because they help make the soil really rich, or the dirt really rich in the vitamins and nutrients that they need. Let's see. Okay, so this is gonna take me a little while, so I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be right back when it's done. Okay, I'm back, and this is my little worm that I've created. You can make yours bigger, smaller, whatever you'd like. I did a pattern. I did yellow, green, pink, blue, orange, yellow, green, pink, blue, orange. So I have a little pattern there that I thought would be fun. And then you can either take a pom-pom and glue it on the front here, or you can just put your eyeballs on, however you would like. I'm gonna go ahead and glue a pom-pom on, and then I'm gonna use some of our sticky eyeballs, which you guys all know I have a really hard time getting the backs off of these. But what? I did it! Oh my goodness. Normally it's so much harder. Okay, so there's one little eyeball, and this side's not gonna be as easy. I painted my nails too, and that made things even harder. Okay, almost there. Yay! Okay, there's the other one. So there's my eyeballs. So there's my little worm. I got some glue on the table though. Okay, I'm gonna let him dry a little bit while I work on the rest of this. Let's see. Hopefully he sticks on there. Okay, so now I've got my popsicle stick, and this is our handle like we did with the ox. And then we're gonna have 2 strings that come down like this. They are gonna control the head and the tail of our worm. So we're just gonna take the popsicle stick and we're going to tie the string around each end of it. So I'm gonna do 2 knots, I think. So here's 1 knot, and then here's 2 knots. Okay, so there's 1. Let me get the other one. All right, there's 1 knot. Let's see if I can get this other one tied. And there. So now I've got my 2 strings that will control my worm. So I'm gonna move my worm down here. Hopefully his little head will stick on. I probably should have waited a little bit longer to let him dry. And I'm going to tie 1 string here, about 3 beads in for me. You can tie it wherever you want for yours. It just depends on how you want it to go. Remember, these projects, I'm just showing you kind of what I would do with the materials. You guys are welcome to get creative. You can make something like what I'm making, or if you want to make something totally different, make something totally different. You got new ideas for the materials? Send me the ideas. I would love to hear them. All right, I'm gonna tie this one up here around the head. Okay. See if the little head stays on. And there, I have my little worm. Whoa. Let's turn this a little bit so that he's not on his side. There we go. And I can make him dance, and I can make him wiggle. I can make him be an inchworm. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, so there is my happy little worm puppet. I'd love to see your guys's. Maybe you can make a really, really long one or a really, really short one. Or maybe instead of making the worm out of the string, you make the worm out of the popsicle stick. You can put the strings on your hands and make him wiggle and dance. But this is my little worm puppet. I think if I kind of scoot these together. There we go. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I'd love to see what you do with these materials. So feel free to send me pictures. I'll see you next time.